Hello everybody and welcome to the video. Today's episode 6 of our LD only challenge, and we got a lot of stuff to go over. I mean, it's been a little bit since the last episode, which has given me a lot of time to do stuff on this account, and I've been making strides on all of my accounts essentially, and I can't wait to make videos on all of them. I mean, I got a lot of videos I'm going to be making today. But nonetheless, let's get into this video, right? So, what were the challenges I gave myself last time? I think last time I gave myself a pretty simple challenge. I believe it was, let's see, get Elarion ruined, fully skilled up, and then 2-aid, which I did all of those things. So, let's take a look at Elarion. So, Elarion, 95 bonus speed, 890 defense, and 19k HP. Not bad at all, actually. This is wait, no, I was about to ask if it was better than my other Elarion on my other account, but it's not. The speed and HP are kind of there, but the defense is like almost 300 defense off. But I was worried for a second. I was like, how is that possible? But Elarion is 2-aid, and you might notice that I didn't do the 2A on video. Since doing the 2A dungeons are much easier this time around, I didn't see it as important to show you guys how I beat the 2A. I mean, let's see. I'm not gonna do a run, but this was the team I used, and it did it in less than a minute. So, you know, it works. But it's just the runs are super easy to do now. So I didn't see it as important to show you guys how the runs do, right? Because beforehand I would have understood, because it's very hard and you're like, hey, how did you do level 4 or level 5? Let's see how you did it. But now it's just like you can use the same team over and over and over again and it doesn't matter. But this is what she's on. She's on a broken set, Swift broken, which I want to get this to energy eventually, but for now it works. I mean, she's getting some HP out of it. She's getting some accuracy. So I tried to make sure to aim for stats that Elarion needs. Elarion needs, you know, some speed. She doesn't need to be the fastest thing in the world. You're not going to really use her in tons of PvP scenarios. You need her to be tanky. You need her to be somewhat okay in speed. Tanky, which means defense and HP, and accuracy, resistance if you want to. But other than that, she doesn't really need any of those other stats. And as for skill ups, we could skill her up. Whatever, fine, we'll skill her up. This is going to be painful for some of y'all, but I really am just stacking up on Devilmons, so we're just going to one by one it. If I can get one more, if I can get it into skill 3 again, I'm not going to give her any more Devilmons. God dang it. I hate when my screen does that, by the way. I'm so sorry for some of y'all who have to witness that. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to do it one by one because I don't want to waste them. Dude, hell-bent on just making me use all of them. I guarantee it's going to go into skill 1. That's my luck. Dude! Okay. That's just my luck. You want a summary of what my luck looks like? There you go. There you go. Okay. I'm so tired of it. But other than that, I mean, getting her done wasn't the hardest thing. Her 2A dungeon wasn't hard. Her runes were somewhat hard because it just wouldn't drop speed. I mean, if we look at my runes, and look at that speed. 8 of my runes are speed. 1 of them is the runes that they give you in the beginning. So 7 of these are speed. All of these I farmed myself. I don't keep any of the blue ones. I know you guys tell me to keep blues. I just can't. I can't. It's impossible for me. I sit there and my brain just starts malfunctioning. So I have 418 runes. And out of 418 of them, 7 of them are speed. So, yeah, I mean, but she works. But the hardest part about it was getting her skill ups. I mean, I had to sit there and farm Feynman for literally a full day. Like a full day of just sitting there repeat battling. I couldn't get her skill ups from unknown scrolls. I mean, I have literally 0 unknown scrolls. I say 0 and then it's going to be like 40. Okay. So, 0 unknown scrolls. I had 0 unknown scrolls, but I just wasn't summoning the Inigamis. I wasn't getting them from drops, so it took forever. And only recently am I getting back into farming runes. But there you go, there's Beladion. Other than that, there have been some improvements on other monsters. In fact, this is going to be a bit of a list, because Fraun has been changed around, her runes have been changed. Her speed is much lower than it was probably in the first episode. Reason being is Fraun, yes, eventually, I think later on when you start doing, especially when you start doing stuff like guild content and arena, and then maybe even attempting to get into the harder stages of TOA, you're going to want tons of speed to go before the enemy, because, you know, Fraun, she, you know, you want her for the immunity, yada yada, and arena and guild content. And if she's going after the enemy moves, then it's like, there's no point in bringing her, right? So you do want tons of speed. Early on, though, that's not the case. Early on, you just need to be semi-fast, right? You just need to be around 100 speed-ish. Maybe faster than the rest of your monsters, yes. But tons of attack, tons of HP. So, that's my opinion on it. Some people might disagree, but early on, focus on her attack and her HP, and then speed can come later, as long as she's faster than your damage dealers, which is not that hard to do. As for Lauren, you can see 100 speed, 20k HP, 600 defense, and I'm all talking about all the bonuses, right? And then 100% accuracy. So if you're wondering how I did this, speed, HP, defense. I thought she was on accuracy. Am I thinking of a different account? I thought she was on accuracy. Holy crap. Oh yeah, it's because her accuracy rolled in all of her substats. What unit am I thinking? Oh, you know what? I confused her for a different unit. But a different unit has the same situation as her. Fami's on the same runes. This is the only one that has changed. Trying to get her on a bit more HP. She's not exactly my #1 priority right now, as while she is a good unit, she's going to be good for like Rift Beasts. Other than that, I don't think she's going to be really good in like places like Abyss, because she just doesn't deal tons of damage. When you're in Abyss, you really do want damage based off of harmful effects, which she has here, but it's 15%, and it's skill 1. Or you want enemies max HP damage, which I have so many units that do that, right? So, everything else is the same. She's still on blue runes. I'm not trying my hardest to mess with her right now. But, Marble, I believe I showed you guys not too long ago. He's still not fully skilled up. Dude, my ability to summon units or skill ups is 0. Like, I'm telling you guys, it's 0. But, moving on. Xiaoling. I ruined her. I want to get her. I'm going to mess with her runes a little bit later. I mean, I probably don't have any. Let's see. I could do this. And then maybe this. I'm sorry. I know we've stopped. Let's try this. This will be better. Don't go into the crit rate. The crit rate's just there, right? That, you know, that's fine. And this works. And you're like, this is too much crit rate now. But she's going to be, I think, a pretty good farmer. Double energy blade. It's not bad at all. She does damage based off of HP, especially when she's 2-Wa'd. So I would like to try her out eventually, but I just ruined her a bit for fun, because it's like no one else is using those runes. But there's Xiaoling, and she is fully skilled up. Next is Donna. So Donna, I summoned him from a scroll. I didn't get him by any normal means. So Punisher's Crypt, you see he's still there. There's still the Penguin Knight. So I managed to summon him from a scroll, and that disappointed me a little bit. But as you can see, some speed, some defense, a little bit of HP, and 100% accuracy. I wanted to land his stuff. I know, stupid, right? You don't need 100% accuracy. Dude, people will say you don't need 100% accuracy, but will say you need 100% crit rate. Like, get away from me. But he stuns, skill 1. Skill 2 is attack, speed, slow, and a defense break, which is, you know, obviously you're going to use him in Punishers. Or is it Tormentor? Whatever. But every 2 turns. And then this one, I believe it's Punishers. But This one's a cleanse, and it increases attack bar dependent on the amount of debuffs cleansed. So he's okay. I got this from the, not craft, but rune crafting, but as a reward for the 2A. You know, you get it like once a month, you get rewards. So got that from there, and I was like, why not attempt to rune him? And I did, and he's okay. By the way, there are his artifacts. So his HP could use a whole lot of work. But for now, I think he's good. I think this is probably as good as he's going to get for quite a while. But eventually, in the future, when I do make my Punisher's team, if I don't just go straight continuous damage or dotting or whatever, I'd like to throw him on some like fight runes. Maybe triple fight would be the best for him. As for Crow, I've altered him a bit. So for Crow, he's on attack, crit damage, HP. I switched him around semi last second. Reason being is for Abyss, I really want to get my Abyss done and get it to around a minute 30 at least, which is that's gonna be our challenge for the next video. But these are his runes, so I managed to replace all of his old runes. But we'll take a look at an Abyss run in a little bit. Gorgo, I believe I've shown you Gorgo before, but if I haven't, here he is. So he has a 100% chance to crit because of his passive. Crits or stuns when he crits. So he's doing good. He could use way more HP, especially with such a high base HP. What is he? He's speed, crit damage, HP. So he could be HP, crit damage, HP, which would be fine because he's not going to be used for arena or guild content. If I wanted to use him for like guild content, I could use like Revenge. Are people using Revenge? No, Rage Blade, Despair Energy, HP slot 1 or slot 2. But anyways, he's fine, right? He works. This one, okay. Anyways, Decameron. So or Decameron. I changed his runes around. I took him off the Vampire Revenge, Vampire Revenge. I think Vampire Revenge was a little bit for fun, but I changed him around because I want to try and use him for Giant's Abyss, if anything. Fami is getting dropped in Giant's Abyss. I mean, unless I can get her on some really good runes, which will take a while. But for now, she's being dropped. And Decameron's taking her place. I mean, he does damage off enemies' max HP. Even if it's not too much, it's consistent damage. More than she's probably going to dish out. But, yeah. So, he's on defense, crit damage, HP. I would do crit or defense, crit damage, defense, but if he gets defense broken and he gets attacked, then it's not going to look good for him. But Veramos has been changed around. He has more HP, slot 6. I mean, I've really just gone around and messed with all these units. But those are the only units. I know, it took forever to actually just show you guys that. And I knew it was going to take forever, but you guys wanted to know. So, I have tried Abyss a couple times, and I will show you guys a run. So, we'll try it maybe with a couple different monsters. But for now, let's try this team. Let's go in, let's start a fight. Okay, so here we are. There's a couple things that I'm thinking about when it comes to like the team, right, for Abyss. I'm trying to think of a team that I can make with options that anyone can get and not something I'd have to get off of luck, right? If I do get lucky, I will definitely use that unit if it's good for any of these teams. But what I'm thinking about is just more damage, better clear times. It's just everything, right? And especially the lack of buffs. I mean, we don't have an attack buff, which would help immensely here, especially since everyone's either super tanky or they have it's just everyone doesn't have tons of damage, right? And enemies max HP really helps because you're still going to do a massive amount of damage regardless, but an attack buff would help tons, right? So I'm trying to think of like units that have an attack buff instead of Thrawn that would maybe help with damage, maybe help with wave clear, and also give an attack buff. And I was thinking of a couple options, and one specific unit came to mind, and it's more like a, not even a Hail Mary, but it's just like such a random option, but it was Elarion, right? And you're like, Elarion doesn't give an attack buff. Yeah, but the giant gets an attack buff. Like, the giant gets an attack buff from the tower. And Elarion, I believe if I read his skills correctly, he steals beneficial effects and then gives those beneficial effects to allies. So I thought that would be interesting, but that wouldn't really help too much. A minute 57. A minute 57 is not that crazy, considering that more often than not they're getting above 2 minutes. But let's take a look. Elarion, he gives an attack buff or attack lead. What are he attack speed, crit lead, resistance. Anyways, so steals one beneficial effect from the target and applies to all allies after they attack. Also increase your attack power by 100 or by 30% for each beneficial effect you are granted with, and increase your attack speed by 5 for each beneficial effect granted on all allies up to 100. Defense breaks skill 3, damage according to attack speed. I mean, he wouldn't do crazy damage. He'd do damage like in the waves, but not to the boss. Let's look for units that have an attack buff. I need AoE preferred. She's going to give an attack buff to herself. I already knew it. Reduces all skill cooldowns by 1 turn and increase the duration. Oh, god dang it. Why am I even looking at her? I'm trying to figure out, like, a unit that I could probably get. Not today. Maybe today. He gives it to himself, doesn't he? Yeah. He does it, and he cleanses, but he's not really helpful. Jamie cleanses and increases attack power, and then just attacks multiple times. Yeah, because we totally want to have the boss attack us more. If I could get Corona, maybe attack power and crit rate. Strips. Whatever. It's not happening. Not anytime soon. Especially, we're not using Argar. We would need to get fairly lucky on some pulls. But there's got to be, like, a way to get more damage out, potentially. What of you? I forgot you do something. You brand. You strip and brand. And then you heal passively. I have no idea. I just want the runs to be faster, right? We're going to take Decameron out. We're going to put you in. I don't think the run's going to be any faster. I don't even think it's going to be any safer than it is now. I mean, we need units that can take hits. Even if we have to rune units in a manner where they could take hits, but I don't know. So, in the last few days, I tried to get tons of farming done. Of course, I ran out of energy and crystals. I mean, that's how much I was farming, y'all. Like, 24 hours a day farming. It's not healthy. You shouldn't do it. But the good thing is, you could do 30 times repeat battle. So I could just put my phone to farm and then walk off and do whatever I wanted to do. So, slightly better version of Summoner's War than we had a month ago. To where now you could sit here and just farm indefinitely for hours, which gives you it gives you more of a reason though to improve your teams, because yes, you could put your team to farm and it take like an hour for you to complete 30 runs in Giants for beginners, but why not continuously improve your teams, ruin your units as best as you can, and then get your runs down to about 30 seconds or so, and then get it done in 15 minutes, 20 minutes, depending on the time. But it's just like, it doesn't seem that bad. Like, for example, on one of my other accounts, I'm doing R5, and you can get R5 done in like 30 seconds to a minute ish. especially if you're a noob like me in those areas. And it's just like, in less than 20 minutes, I've done 30 runs. All these grindstones and all that crap there. I don't like that. They got really low for a second, but it's gonna happen. Come on. I see Fammy's dead. Crow almost died. I mean, I guess it's good for the waves leading up. Oh my gosh. Where's your heels, Bella Dion? I guess it's okay now. It worked out in the end. 2 minutes 17. That's about the same with Decameron, except with Decameron it's more safe. It's much safer. That is not the first time I cleared. Oh wait, no, I cleared it earlier, and I just never collected the reward. I was like, dude, I cleared it like we cleared it like 10 minutes ago. But that's essentially what has happened. Other than that, I mean, just other than ruining a whole bunch of monsters, I haven't been able to get too much farming done. I mean, I finally have some energy in here, but like as you can see, I don't have too much. And dude, I'm probably gonna leave this guild because let me tell you something. Look at this. You want to know who that one person was? Can we see today's check-ins? There you go. Want to know who checked in yesterday? This guy. I want to show you something. I want to show you something. I know this video is already long, right? Ooh, energy. 6,799. Not exactly an active guild. My guild on my other account has way more. I think we've completed it, actually. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. I might have to find a new guild. Because I could have used these crystals. I could have used this energy. I'm not... Whatever. Dude, you know what? Fuck it. It's not like I'm getting anything from this guild anyways. What guild level? We're guild level 20. Forget it. I don't care. We're gonna leave. You left the guild. Yes, I did. Anyways, I know. It might seem like I'm moody. I promise you I'm not. I'm actually fairly happy. I've gotten a lot of stuff done in the last couple hours. But, what are my challenges for the next video? Because the next video is going to be a couple days away for sure. But for the next video, what I want to have done by then, my challenge to myself is, can for the love of God we get this sucker skilled up, please? It's not happening. Let me just shut my mouth ahead of time because it's just not happening. Can we get actually? Let's see. I don't see him. Yeah, no. He's not getting skilled up, I guess. It's cool. Big old sigh. Okay. I guess not get him skilled up. Maybe start working on her 2A. Yeah, we'll get her 2A'd. Because there's no one else we need to get 2A'd anytime soon. Not that she's not getting 2A'd. We need speed for her. And we don't have speed, as I've shown you guys earlier. So let's get her 2A'd. Maybe fix up our unit's runes a little bit. And get our Giants Abyss team down to under 2 minutes consistently and safe. I think that's a pretty reasonable thing. I mean, it's going to slow down a bit from here. I mean, getting your teams up and running is the biggest part of the beginning of an LD only count. It's actually getting some units together that takes time. Right? So, it's going to be a while to the next video. But when we do get to that point, and we, by the way, Summoner's Way, I was thinking about something. Okay, no. But, when we do get to that point, when we get to the next video, and we get everything done, I lost my mind. No, I didn't lose my mind. I lost what I was saying. I lost what I was trying to talk about, and I just started muttering nothing. Started speaking sweet nothings. I hope you guys have a good day. clearly, clearly, I haven't been on vacation long enough. I'll see you guys at the next one. Peace. Bye.